Okay, right next to me I have Kyle. And Kyle, you're going to introduce your team?
Of course. I'm Kyle Hummer, founder of East Bay Paranormal. This is Ashley Johnson, one of my new researchers. Crystal Chaboya, she's one of our interns. Jessica Costa, she's my field ops manager. And Gil Polito, one of my tech specialists, doubling also for investigations tonight.
Okay, sounds good. So this is an East Bay Paranormal Investigation, and it was originated with Jessica Costa. And something amazing happened over here, and I brought my psychic from HPI. This is Lisa Steele, and she's next to the occupant, Stephanie. And I'm just going to briefly talk about some of the things that you picked up on, and you tell me and kind of elaborate on it. Okay, so she talked about, Lisa picked up on a Michael killed by the fence, and this was a Visalia cop named Michael Raposa. Is that correct?
Correct. He was killed in, I want to say in 1999, somewhere across the street from this house. He was serving a warrant, and he was killed by the occupant.
And Lisa, how did you kind of pick up, you kind of like visualized it? You saw it like a movie or what?
I was just drawn over to the fence. I saw a puddle of blood in the grass next to the fence. And the first name that pops in my head was Michael, and what I saw was a guy crawling across the street over to the grass next to the fence on her property, and the name Michael just popped in my head, and I kept saying Michael. It's a guy named Michael that died here, and that, I mean, that's what I got.
Okay, you also too, I noticed there was some tears coming from your eyes. There was something that she said that really got to you. What happened?
About my grandfather's car.
And she said it was a Chevelle, was that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And why did you become so sensitive when she was talking about that?
Nobody could have ever known. I mean, how she could have known, I mean, nobody could have known. I mean, the only people that could have known about that, other than Jackie, is my family, and they're not here. I mean, it's just that, and that was a long time ago when I had that car. A long time ago. I was.
And to pick a Chevelle out of an Impala, or
they don't even make those cars anymore. They're not. They don't even make them anymore.
That's absolutely amazing. Now, she also too picked up on a paddle, right? Is that correct, Lisa?
Yeah.
You said something about a paddle and you saw bruises. And you validated that. What was that about?
How my stepdad used to abuse me and spank me with paddles and belts and sticks, but mostly paddles.
Okay, and also too, something about a grandfather's signature. You said it before she even said it. What was that about?
My mom had a spiral notebook, and a few pages in, just in the middle of the page, was my grandfather's signature in a blank notebook that she was going to use for work. And my grandpa's signature was like so out of the ordinary. I mean, it was, you just couldn't forge it. It's not something that somebody could have forged. It was perfect, just like the way he signed it.
Okay, and
notebook.
Another thing that you detected too, that the dogs sometimes get kind of rowdy, and when they approached Lisa, they were friendly, and that kind of surprised you.
The pit bulls, yeah. They usually are not friendly like that at all to strangers. The pits aren't. And then the boxer, who usually is friendly, was terrified of her. She was hiding under my desk and growling. I was afraid she was going to bite her. But usually, I mean, it's the other way around. Kind of surprised me a little bit.
And the baby shoes?
The little one?
No, the baby shoes
that
your grandmother was
talking about. Yeah, my bronze baby shoes from when I was.
And so she picked up on that, and that was correct too?
Yes.
Okay. So, from all indications, you validate a lot of stuff that Lisa picked up on. Did you at any time give this information to Lisa for her to...
Absolutely not, no.
Okay.
She also picked up about the relationship between my mother and my grandmother, that it was a bad relationship, and she's absolutely right.
Okay. And Lisa, you as a psychic medium, so you basically you walk into a place, it's like you visualize it, you see it as a movie, you have entities that are talking to you. Is that correct? Is that how it happens?
It's that, and it's kind of like a movie being played in my mind. I can hear almost like a loud voice shouting at me, naming off names, and then in my mind, I can see like it played out like a movie. But I can also hear like the voices going, like with the shoes, with the paddle. I can hear like, okay, yeah, I took a paddle, and I'm seeing a bruise on your arm, and I can visualize it and also hear it at the same time. So it's a conglomeration of all the senses, you know, combined.
Okay, that's absolutely amazing.
And too, with the paddle, my grandmother used to take the paddle and hide it so he couldn't find it.
His grandfather left. Your grandfather was awesome.
Okay, I don't have my videographer here, so we're going to do this quickly, but give us a quick briefing on some of the activity in this house.
It started out by me hearing groaning sounds in the area here by the kitchen.
Okay.
And then after that, we would see shadows knocking on these walls here, and a lot of knocking and noises coming out of that bar area right there.
Okay.
In fact, the dog sits there and stares at that area with all the hair on her back and growls and barks at that area. I've caught her in here in the middle of the night by herself staring at that area. And my daughter's dresser drawers we found opened. Her pictures from when she was in cheerleading have been thrown on the floor several times. The kids, we saw a stack of kids like old maid cards. There was like 6 different decks just levitate off the shelf and drop to the ground.
Wow.
I've had a lighter that was taken off my refrigerator that I keep there to light one of the burners that the thing is broke. It was found on my daughter's desk. I've had things next to my bed, my phones and some flip-flops and a pillow pet all thrown on my bed several times.
Can I interject for a second? I'm getting something at the bar right now, and it sounds like it's doing this, pounding on the bar, like over and over and over, and it keeps looking up this disgusting grin. I don't know what it is, but it's gross. Like, I don't know what it is, but it keeps going like this. Like it's trying to make a drink or something, and it keeps pounding its arms on the bar. And its face is almost yellowish. I can't describe it. Like, have you ever heard pounding on the bar?
Not on the bar, but on the wall.
Just getting this over.
Jack,
Hard to say, because when I spent the night here, I was asleep on the couch. The girls asked if they could stay with me, and they both curled up here. I heard the moaning that she was talking about, and I thought it was Nicole having a nightmare. When I got up, I thought, well, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. When I got up, the girls had left here and went back to their room, so the moaning was whoever. And so I went to the bathroom, and as soon as I sat on the toilet, all I could hear was knocking. I thought it was coming, again, because the bathroom's like right there on the other side of this wall. I thought it was coming from the wall, but it could have, I mean, because it was just, I mean, as soon as I sat on the pot, it was just knock, 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 and there was nobody.
My husband has heard knocking and stuff from that area as well.
Okay, hold on. Take 2.